I don't know if that worked, whatever. Okay, here's the deal. I want to make a bag. I spilled that everywhere. It was too hot. Oh. I'm not redoing it, okay? That stands. Here's the thing. I want to make a bag. And I know what you're thinking. Why do you want to make a bag? I'm glad you asked. I have bags. Everybody has bags. I have baggage as well. Hey, ho, hee, hee, ha, ha. So I have a bum bag, which is pretty destroyed, but I think that makes me look cooler and like more authentic, and that I had bum bags before bum bags were cool. I have the Uniqlo crossbody like satchel bag thing that is fine. It fits like a 300ml water bottle, and I don't like using it because everybody has it and I have a need to be unique. That's why I make my own clothes, and that's why I'm pretentious. I have tote bags, which are pretty gross. I never wash them and they hurt my shoulder sometimes. And I have a backpack, and the backpack is fine for work, but it makes my back sweaty and it ruins the line of the clothes sometimes. And sometimes I just want to look like a cool girl walking through the city. So what I need is that bag that's that intermediary step between bum bag and backpack tote bag. Probably like an A4 size bag, I guess, I'll assume. That fits like a 600 to 750ml water bottle. Now my original idea, oh my God, I got so dizzy when I closed my eyes then. But my original idea, see, I do know how to drink water. My original idea was to make a nylon bag because I really liked these bags from this German brand. I think they're called like Pei or Pagi. I don't know. I'll put the name here and you do what you want to do and look them up. I really liked how like early 2000s they looked, and how kind of not industrial, but how functional they looked. Like it's kind of a play on trends, I guess, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a fashion student. And so my plan was go to Spotlight, get some nylon, kind of replicate one of the bags they have. But then I went to the secondhand fabric shop, which was a big mistake. Because then I bought this fabric. I don't know if you can see it. I bought this fabric. And this fabric is, I'm pretty sure, upholstery fabric. It's pretty thick, and it has no stretch to it, and it's kind of in this jewel tone pattern. I don't know. I guess it's just like an abstract mashing of patterns. And I guess I could use it to make cushions, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use it to make a bag. I am going to line this bag. I'm going to line it with this fabric. This is like a canvas material. I've had it laying around my house for like over a year. I originally bought it to make tablecloths with, I think, and then I never did that. I used a little bit of it to try and make a shirt, but then again, it's too rough of a fabric to do that with. And I've learnt from my mistakes. So I think it'll be really good to line this bag with. And I think they actually go kind of nice together. You could almost make it a reversible bag if you wanted to. We'll see how I'm feeling. I probably won't do that. And so that's the fabric. Other than the fabric, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, I could... Look, I know I want it to be crossbody. I know roughly the size I want it to be. And I know that it's not going to be this like soft, crumply type bag. So I want it to have a little bit of structure. I think that these two fabrics are very stiff. So I think they'll provide that naturally. I'm not going to use any interfacing or boning or anything like this. So it's probably very similar to constructing a tote bag. I don't know if I want to make it like just two panels that face and touch, or if I want to have like some extra width to it. I think I'll do that. But I have other questions. My first question is, I don't know what to do about the strap. I know I'm going to make it from this material. Oh man, look at all these threads. That's how you know it's good. Thread count, you know? High quality thread count. So my issue is as follows. I bought the wrong stuff. Originally I bought this like a I can't think what these are called. Oh, that was really aggressive. But one of those ones where you take it apart and you have the two bits and you clip them together, bada bing, bada boom. You have a closure. And I bought these D-rings. Now, originally I bought this because I was going to make a nylon bag, and this was 50 cents, and I thought I'd just pick it up while I saw it. I bought these, no idea why. I think I'll find a use for them. That's basically how I have all of the shit that I have in my house. So I'm not going to use these because I don't think these make sense with this type of fabric. I think that this hardware doesn't look good. I could use these and do the loop-de-loop thing where you put two of them on one side. You put two of them on one side and you loop it through. But I have an apron that does that, and I've never managed to work out how to loop-de-loop it correctly, and the apron comes undone a lot. So structurally, I feel like that won't be great. Like it'll fall off. I could just make the strap a standard size and just, let go and let God. Or I could make it where I have two ties and I kind of tie it like you would a ribbon or a bow. So there's a lot to ponder. I think I'm going to go and do that, and I'll get back to you. This counts as thinking. Gross, I didn't rest of this and now I feel it. All for the bed, Jackie. All for the bed. I thought it would be a good idea to try drawing what I wanted to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I have grid paper that I was told to buy once by a teacher in one of my courses, and then I never used it. So let's do this. So I want a bag. Yep, that's shit. Okay, there you go. I drew it. I hate drawing. I don't think that was worth it. But that's what we could do. Okay, bada bing, bada boom, we have a bag. Hi, welcome back. It's a different day, same outfit, same teacup, but new lease on life, I spilt it again. Look, yesterday I did some thinking. I thought long and hard. Then I ate some dumplings. I watched Summer House and I went to bed. So productive day on my part. And that was all I did of this project. And you know what? Sometimes thinking is part of the project, in my opinion. I've got out my sewing machine. She's going to be used today. And I have the fabrics ready. I made some decisions. I have decided that the bag is going to be roughly this size. I'm going to trace this paper. I'm going to trace this paper onto greaseproof paper with seam allowance. So I'll cut that out. I've decided to do the square one because honestly it feels easier, and I don't really feel like doing a huge endeavor today. And I have this. This isn't part of the project. This is like the least stretchy elastic you could probably ever find. But I want the strap to be roughly this width, so I'm going to use this as a template for that. And I've decided to use the D-rings. I know I complained about the loop-de-loop thing, but I wore that apron yesterday and I think I've mastered it. So that's the plan for that. Yeah, let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay, I'm back. I feel like this is just me constantly coming to the camera and talking, but it's fine. So, as you saw, I did start by cutting out the I cut out the sides. I gave it 3 centimeters of seam allowance around the whole thing. I don't know if I normally give that much seam allowance. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I gave it 3 centimeters because I just feel like it needs some extra seam allowance, and whatever. Who cares? I don't even justify myself to you. You're just here for the journey. I forgot to say, I decided also on having kind of the band around the whole thing, so it's not just 2 pieces of fabric sewed together. So I want that to be the same width as the straps. So I measured the elastic band thing, and I made a base. I made it the width of the same width as this thing, the sides, plus a little extra just in case. I don't know. I always make things way too big and then slowly whittle them down to the right size. And I measured one side. This will go up the side, and then the D clip will sit in there. D thing will sit in there. I haven't done one for the other side because I think I'm just going to make it basically the length of the fabric. I took my measuring tape and I just slung it over my shoulder, and I kind of put the width of the bag, how long I want the bag is, and then where I want the bag to sit, and then I kind of just measured it, and it roughly came to like 120 or 130. I think the length of the fabric's 140, so I think it'll be fine. You're quickly learning that I'm kind of a see as we go type person, but that's where we're at. So I'm going to cut out the fabric. I'm going to do it all on the lining fabric first because I can get more of that, whereas the other fabric I can't get any more of. So if there's anything I need to change, I'll change it there. So we're going to cut up the fabric now. I don't know what this angle is, but I don't want to change it because I set it up so I could sew, and I don't want to move it again. But then I thought I should talk to you guys about what I'm doing. So I cut out all the pieces. You saw that it went fine. I'm a bit nervous about it, but you live and you learn. I have so much extra fabric. Who gives a shit? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew the 2 sides and the base together to create one long panel. I am considering doing like a flat felt stitch, is that what it's called? The thing you see on the inside of jeans to provide some extra strength, because I know I'm very conscious that this bag needs to carry weight and I don't want to be responsible for breaking my own things. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's go. It's not the straightest, but I don't care. Nope, that was wrong. Wait, is it? Oh fuck, now I'm confused. You know it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. Don't do what I did. Okay, I found the unpicker. I did that the wrong way around. God damn it. You know, I was trying to go, like, I don't think I mean, it's impossible to have a project without unpicking, right? Just very frustrating though. Okay, so what I should have done. Wait, I'm confused. Can I do this twice on, because this one needs to fold over, so they need to go this. I sewed them together this way though. Yeah, and then you fold. Yeah, okay. I have it. Okay. Now I don't know why I'm rushing. It's not like I have anywhere to be today. This fabric's really frayy. I don't know what the correct terminology for that is. Once again, did not go to design school. You're probably quickly discovering about me is I'm quite a lazy sewer. Okay, there we go, that's our panel. Okay, same day, different outfit. Any reason? No, just got changed, just because I could. I took a break, I went to, had lunch, I went and got a sweet treat, a Bounty slice. It was very good, highly recommend, with a long black. Perfection. I went to the library, I got 2 books. If you have any opinions on either of these books, let me know. Or don't. Will I actually read them? Who knows? The amount of times I've borrowed a book from a library and not read any of them is very high. So anyway, back to the content you actually want is this bag. Now, here's what's happening, guys. I stuffed up. I stopped recording because I was getting really frustrated at trying to install the side panel. And I think it was because I was trying to do this this same type of the flat stitch thing, this thing, on all edges. And I redid it like 3 times and it wasn't working. It worked fine until I would get to the base, like to this bit, and then it just all hell broke loose. So I think I'm going to approach it from a different way. I'm going to unpick this and I'm going to just sew it like I normally would, just, you know, right sides facing, sew the whole thing around, and then if I want to do it like another binding type of stitch, I will. There are no rules. This is mine. I am the only one responsible. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go from here. We're going to live. We're going to laugh. We're going to love. Okay, bye. Guys, I've done it. I've made my prototype. There's some finishing touches, and I fully forgot that I wanted to add pockets to this, but it's here. It's a sack. I've made a sack bag, a rucksack, if you will. So, few things. On this side, I did end up going and kind of doing a faux flat stitch. I didn't I didn't close it off. But from this side, it looks great, and we're going to ignore this puckering. I don't think it matters, okay? This is the other side. This is the long strap. I haven't gone in and done the flat lace stitch, but it's okay. I'm going to try it on. We're going to see how it goes. It's a bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the stitching on the other side and put in the D closure rings, and then I'm going to repeat the whole thing with the finishing fabric. I might not film that because it's getting dark and I do really want to finish this today, so we'll see TBD. Okay, I'm just jumping on here because I realized that I actually don't have how I finished this bag as footage, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to quickly explain to you what I did. I took the blue bag and I put it inside the patterned bag, making sure that the seams were on the inside so you can't see them, and the bit that I would look at was the bit that was sewn down nice and neat. I then took the pattern bag and I folded it over like you would to make a normal hem, and I captured the blue bag within that and I sewed the whole way around. From there, I got the straps. I folded both the blue and the pattern straps in again like you would a hem, and I just sewed along the edges to make sure that everything was sealed in there. I know I could have done like the thing where you sew it inside out and then turn it around, but CBF, I don't mind if you see thread or stitches, whatever. And on the other side, I gave up on the D ring. I made the straps way too wide. I should have seen that coming, whatever, who cares. So I just took that strap on the short side, I folded it over to make a loop, and then I just sewed a couple times along the width of that, and then as kind of a cross each side to make it really strong, and then I've just kind of been looping the long strap through that strap, and it's been working great actually. I really like the way this bag turned out. Anyway, this footage is intentionally crappy. I used a digital camera from the early 2000s. I thought it would look cool. It looks pretty mid, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, TTYL.